Hey everybody, how's it going? It is Matt and it is Bloodthirsty Thursday. First and foremost, I hope each and every one of you are having a great morning, evening, dawn, day, or dusk, all that wonderful stuff. I hope you're having a great time with your family, friends, loved ones, all that great stuff. I do hope you guys like, share, and subscribe. I love seeing your new faces around here. And do always remember, if you want to know any more about the movie, do look in the description box, and there always is a link or a scene, a link to a trailer or a scene in the description box as well. It's pretty rare for me not to find a trailer, but I at least find something to put on there for you guys so you can get a vibe of what it is that I'm watching for the day, because trailers can really give away a lot if especially modern day trailers. They are too long and they give away too much, in my opinion. This one, the trailer it doesn't give away too much. It does give away a little bit more than I wish it would, but other than that, it is a this is a top-notch film. I could have easily done it for a Monday or a Friday for the top slots of the week. I decided to do it today because I watched it last night and I didn't want to wait till Friday to talk about it, because this is one that I personally love and hold it near and dear, because it's just an extremely well-made film that ended up on the UK Video Nasties list. Why it ended up there is because of the English name that they gave it. When it really, the translation is The Week of the Killer, they put this one out as The Cannibal Man, which I'm going to go ahead and throw that bad boy out there already. But it made itself onto the UK Video Nasties DPP list. Was prosecuted, later removed. By nowadays standards, it would have never made it on any kind of banned list. The only thing that I would say would put it on there is some slaughterhouse stuff at the very, very beginning. It lingers on it for a couple of minutes, but other than that, it's pretty mellow. The gore is kind of fun. Like you see, you got this nice little piece here on the front cover here. Now let's get on to the specs of this one here. This cut here is not rated. This was made in 1972, folks. Yes, 1972. So that is, what is that, 48 years ago? Holy moly, that's a while ago. This is a good one. Still stands up, in my opinion. There are certain things that don't hold up to nowadays translations, but it still stands up as a good film, in my opinion. Now, this one stars Vincent Parra playing your main lead, Marcos, and he is he is portrayed very well. I like his character a lot. He is one of the main reasons why I enjoy this so much, because he has such a wonderful performance that it's very he's almost convincing on how well he's doing this role. It's almost like, dude, is this guy really a killer, and they found him off the street and he's playing this movie for them? Like, he's not your typical, like, oh my god, I'm crazy type, jumping up and down and swinging around from their hair and, like, spitting and drooling. Not one of those kind of crazies. One of those methodical, deep, has a reason for everything type psychopath. One of those that blends in with society. He's one of those that he just one day just snaps, and that's basically what happens with this. And it's a tragic story, but it is a very well done one as on top of it. And we got, who else we got in here? We got Emma Cohen in here. We got Eusebio Pocela, Vicky Lagos, and Lola Herrera. And this is directed by none other than Eloy del Iglesia. And this is, like I said, the Cannibal Man. This is the Blue Underground release, if you can see right there with the Blue Underground label. As far as reversible artwork, there is no reversible artwork, but there is on the inside a nice little something for you to look at, and then you got your index chapter selection over here on the side, which is nice. It helps for when when you forget where you're at sometimes. And it does have a little catalog in here for you for as far as Blue Underground. It's an old one. Now, this one does not have really any special features on it at all, folks. It has a trailer, and that is it. It is very bare bones, which makes me sad, because this is one of those I feel deserves a really nice updated Blu-ray special edition with all the bells and whistles. If the Slayer can get a updated Blu-ray, this one damn well deserves one. So does Fight for Your Life, Shockwaves. All three of those from Blue Underground are films that deserve and need Blu-rays desperately. Come on, Blue Underground, or whoever has the rights for those. Let's see some updates, especially for this one. This one's highly underrated in my opinion. And now, what is this one about exactly? Marcos is a guy. He's not single, but he's kind of single. He's seeing this girl. They go out on a date, and they're kind of affectionate towards each other the whole time. At one point, at the end of the night, after everything they've gone and done, they're taking a cab ride home, and they're getting, a little lovey, they kiss each other a little bit, but nothing like overly gratuitous or any nasty, ew. It's just little love kisses, nothing terrible by any means. But the driver freaks the fuck out, and he kicks them out of the cab, and in turn, when they get out of the cab, Marcos it refuses to pay for the ride because the guy did not take them where they wanted to go, just boots them out on the side of the road. As I would feel the same way. You didn't take me where I was supposed to go. You unexpectedly kicked me out of here without any kind of warning of what I did. You just automatically get the hell out of here, one of those kind of moments. And in the whole thing, there becomes a little squabble between the taxi driver and Marcos, and in the process, the girl that is there with Marcos, his date, gets slapped by the cab driver. Marcos decides he's going to grab a rock, and he smashes the cab driver's head in with the rock. Or he just gives him one good whack, and then they take off. Knowing full well, Marcos knows that he more than likely killed this man, but he is trying to play it calm and cool, like oh no, nothing no, it'll be okay. We'll get away with everything. There won't be anything that comes of this. They open up the paper next day. And all in all, he goes through and he murders, I believe, it's less than 10, but it's more than 5, I will say. But it's not a high body count, so do not watch this if you have a high body count. I think this has got 6 or 7, and then you got the slaughterhouse stuff at the beginning for as far as death goes in this one. So don't go in there thinking you're going to get an all-out slaughterfest. Which, by the way, this artwork does not really do this film any justice, in my opinion. It's okay. It's cool. You got one of the main gore gags given away on the front cover, which kind of bums me because this is one of those you need to watch it, and that gore gag needs to come out of nowhere, in my opinion. But the next day, Marcos and that girl meet up. There's a thing between them two that happens, horribly ends awry, and then his brother, and then his brother's girlfriend, and then his girlfriend's father. It's a one by one. It's how he kills each of these people within a week, and he, in the process, gets he has this job where he works for a soup company named Flory, and he is basically one of the people that shoves the meat product into the grinders for the soup. Essentially, that's what he does. But like skulls and bones and all, like what's left of what's left of what they don't already use for everything else, what's left over basically. But he comes up with this clever idea of how he's going to get rid of his bodies, and he puts the pieces that he chops off one by one, day by day, throws it into the batch of soup. That is the main reason why, one of the main reasons, besides the name, I feel like it got itself on that video nasties list, just to let you know. There is a magical scene where he finds out that he's accidentally unknowingly eating some of the Flory soup, and he just freaks out as anybody would. Goes and throws it up. But while this whole thing is going on, he does meet this friend who, there's this weird kind of relationship between him and this other man. It's almost like, I don't know, it's like almost a lover-esque type relationship. It's very different. Something that could be misconstrued as in maybe they're having a sexual affair, one of those kind of things, because they are very playful. They are very willing to drop everything they're doing to be with each other. And all the while, this guy who happens to come from money, lives in this big high-rise apartments buildings that are right next to Marcos's house. And you find out later that he has been watching Marcos do all of these things, and there's a very, very cool scene that involves Marcos and this character at the end that is just it's awe-inspiring. It's very, very well made. The acting is superb in my opinion. So basically, you got a guy who's killing people over a week, getting rid of the bodies. And that's what it's about. It's in a roundabout way. That's it. But as far as like ratings goes, is like on the technical side, this thing's a 4 out of 5. There's some amazing camera shots in here. The scenery is beautiful. What is it? Eloy de la Iglesia has a very beautiful eye for film, and I really, really liked how this one's delivered. Like I said, there's superb acting. The story is just flows together so smoothly. I don't find this movie to be boring at all, or in anything in any place did I get look at the camera to see, or the time to see how much longer is left. I never picked up the phone to play with the phone while watching it. It's that good, guys. This is one that deserves a lot more love than what it gets. It's I don't hear people talk about it at all, really, to be quite honest. Sad. So it's a 4 out of 5 on the technical side. As far as an entertainment side, this thing's a 4 out of 5. So this is like an 8 out of 10 movie. This is a good movie. I would call this a film, to be quite honest. This is a good film, and I highly recommend it, especially if you like stuff that is a little more psychological than an all-out splatterfest, because this is not what you're gonna get. You're not gonna get that in this movie. So do keep that in mind. This is probably the goriest you'll get. Alright, I'm going to put that down. I got stuff to do. I love all your faces as always, even the ones that aren't happy to see me. I still love your face. And I shall see you guys tomorrow with another good one. And then, of course, we got the weekend coming up. Alright, love your faces.